Good afternoon, distinguished guests, cadets, family, and friends. We welcome to the 2021 commissioning ceremony for the Pride of Pennsylvania Senior ROTC program. My name is Cadet John Courtney, and I am the Master of Ceremonies for this afternoon. Before we begin, I would like to recognize a few distinguished guests. First, I would like to welcome our guest speaker, Command Sergeant Charles P. Deal, Interim President of Mercyhurst University, Mr. Joseph Nicastro, Dr. Laura Zirkle, the Vice President for Student Life, Dr. Duncan McGill, the Dean for Ridge College of Intelligent Studies and Applied Sciences, Dr. Maria Gerace, the Chair of the Criminal Justice Department, Lieutenant Colonel Christian Constantine, First Sergeant Brian Fuller, and the host for today's program and Professor of Military Science for the Pride of Pennsylvania Senior ROTC Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Michael Bentley. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem, followed by the invocation.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, Father James Pisker will now deliver the invocation.
Let us pray. God of power and might, we praise you for your glory. We give you thanks for the gift of this day and your presence in our world. Be with us as we acknowledge and celebrate the accomplishments of these young people who have committed to military service. Let them know of your presence in their lives as they go forth into an uncertain world. Let us all know that you are with us in our joys and our sorrows. As we continue this ceremony, remind us of the continued need to support leadership and excellence in our young people and in one another. We ask these things through our Lord Jesus Christ, your Son, who lives and reigns with you in the unity of the Holy Spirit, God, forever and ever. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The United States Army established the Reserve Officers Training Corps, ROTC, at Ganning University, the host program for the Pride of Pennsylvania Battalion, in the fall of 1948, with the mission of developing and commissioning future leaders in the United States Army. The first graduating class of cadets from Gannon consisted entirely of veterans commissioned in 1950. During that time, the basic ROTC course was mandatory for all physically and mentally fit students. The ROTC program existed exclusively for the Military Police Corps until 1954, when it became a general military science curriculum. In 1969, the ROTC basic course became an elective available for all freshman and sophomore students. Beginning in 1970, the Military Science Department initiated cross-enrollment with other Erie area colleges, establishing offices at Allegheny College, Edinburgh University, Mercyhurst College, and Penn State Erie, the Barron College. Mercyhurst College is steeped with tradition, welcoming its first 23 students, all women, on September 20th, 1926. Yet, it wasn't until February 1969 when the Board of Trustees voted to admit the first class of men. Today, undergraduate and graduate enrollment on the Erie campus is around 3,000 students. Mercyhurst covers 6 blocks and is the largest piece of unbroken real estate in Erie. More importantly, Mercyhurst, which earned university status in 2012, has emerged as a major force in the educational landscape of the region, while remaining true to its mission as a private Catholic comprehensive university in the Mercy tradition. With Mercyhurst and Penn State Erie and Gannon, the Pride of Pennsylvania Senior ROTC Battalion now enjoys the equal support of all 3 local institutions of higher learning in the Erie area. Since its establishment, the Pride of PA Military Science Program has graduated and commissioned over 1,200 officers, with 9 ascending to the general officer ranks. In recognition of the program consistently training high-quality lieutenants, the battalion proudly carries the title Pride of PA, and the battalion motto is "I will do my duty, train to lead." Ladies and gentlemen, it is at this time that I have the opportunity to introduce a gentleman who graciously accepted our invitation to provide opening remarks for this year's commissioning ceremony. With over 30 years experience as a leader in major corporations that have shaped the American landscape, please join me in a warm round of applause for a staunch supporter of the Pride of PA Army ROTC program, President Nicastro.
Thank you, Cadet Foley. It's great to be here with you today. It's actually an honor as an American citizen and as president of Mercyhurst University to be with you here today. As you may know, earlier today I had the privilege of officiating at our class of 2020 commencement at the Erie Insurance Arena, and tomorrow I'll do the same at 3 commencement exercises for the class of 2021. All of these events hold deep meaning of aspirations achieved, goals met, and possibilities realized. But as important as these events are, there is no ceremony more symbolic and memorable than a commissioning ceremony at the start of an officer's career. At its core, this event honors the noble call to service and to leadership that you have chosen to follow. Serving in the Army isn't just a job, but a profession demanding trust, maturity, courage, and unshakable integrity. As a United States Army officer, you serve every moment knowing that you are living for a bigger purpose. You're living for others and for your country. The Pride of Pennsylvania has a long history of singling out young people of exceptional promise, and I have every confidence that our faith in these soon-to-be second lieutenants will be fully and completely confirmed. All of you are to be congratulated for having completed rigorous academic studies along with physical and mental challenges while fulfilling the requirements of the ROTC program. Army ROTC teaches leadership and discipline, management techniques, cultural awareness, and problem solving. Just as we believe that at Mercyhurst we provide you the skills and the desire to pursue lifelong learning, those who participate in Army ROTC and subsequently serve as Army officers develop leadership and managerial skills that will last a lifetime. The achievements we celebrate today were not lightly won, but having made them, you have earned a special mark of distinction among all our graduates and can claim not only our admiration, but our enduring respect. I do not know where this choice will lead you, but I do know that our nation's defense rests on being able to find solutions to seemingly intractable problems, and that's only going to be more so in the future. In many situations, you're going to encounter unexpected challenges. Somehow, I know you're ready. We're a great nation with great responsibilities. As we meet these responsibilities, our nation stands on the foundation of character that both you and this university must show the rest of the world. Everyone here today knows what you put into this, and we know what you're able to achieve. You're doing one of the noblest things you can do, and I am exceedingly proud of you. Congratulations to each of you and to your families. Thank you.
President DeCastro, it is your support and the support of this university that enables the next generation of our nation's leaders to learn and to grow to be the best they can be. So on behalf of the Pride of PA Senior ROTC, thank you for those inspiring words and your untiring support to the program. The commissioning ceremony is a time-honored tradition that provides a visible transformation from cadet to Army officer. It also provides a forum for administering the oath of office, the first step as a new officer who has just joined the profession of arms. A commissioned officer must administer the oath to a new lieutenant, signifying their pledge to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. As such, each newly commissioned officer becomes an agent of the executive branch of the government appointed by the President. The pinning of the second lieutenant rank is a visible sign of this appointment and of the Army's confidence in the potential that each officer has to lead our nation's most precious resource, its soldiers. The commissioning will be followed by the silver dollar salute or first salute. This salute is a tradition that some suggest was passed on from British regiments garrisoned in the United States during the colonial era, where new officers were assigned an enlisted advisor who showed them the ropes, taught them the regimental history, as well as the ins and outs of the military profession. To new officers, this coin is representative of the deep-felt gratitude for the mentorship and lessons imparted by non-commissioned officers on new lieutenants as they embark upon their careers. Finally, cadets are traditionally presented any awards they have earned over the last year, as well as the senior commissioning gift. This gift is a black marble paperweight which includes a second lieutenant rank and the battalion crest with the motto, I will do my duty, engraved in both English and Latin. After contracting, each year in the program, the senior gift was symbolically moved up the ladder from one case to the next, culminating with their senior MS4 year. We will now commence with the commissioning ceremony, where our cadets will take the oath of office, have shoulder straps affixed to the Army service uniform, receive the first salute, be presented any awards they have earned, and receive the oath of office certificate. Commissionee, are you ready? This is the last time you will hear the title of cadet before your last name. Cadet Bemis, post. First Lieutenant Trey Tanner will administer the oath of office. Please remain silent. At this time, would Second Lieutenant Bemis's parents, Doug and Brenda Bemis, please step forward to affix the second lieutenant rank to the Army service uniform. Second Lieutenant Bemis hails from Northeast PA and is commissioning today in the U.S. Army in the branch of Field Artillery as an active duty officer. Second Lieutenant Bemis' ROTC highlights include Battalion XO, Battalion PAO, Ranger Challenge 2017, Public Information Award 2020, Physical Fitness Platinum, 4 years, Germany Armed Forces Proficiency Badge, Gold, Norwegian Ruck, and the Professor of Military Science Award 2021. Second Lieutenant Bemis will now receive his first salute from Sergeant First Class Trevino. Cadet Brand, post. Captain Sergio Franco will administer the oath of office. Please remain silent. At this time, would Second Lieutenant Brand parents, Stefan and Robin Brand, please step forward to affix the second lieutenant rank to the Army service uniform. Second Lieutenant Brand hails from Buffalo, New York, and is commissioning today in the United States Army Military Intelligence as an active duty officer. Second Lieutenant Brand's ROTC highlights include Battalion S3 and S2, Airborne 2019, Distinguished Military Graduate, Army 10-miler, Norwegian Ruck, American Legion Award for Military Excellence, Silver and Bronze, Germany Armed Forces Proficiency Badge, Silver, and the Reserves Officer Association Award. Second Lieutenant Brand will now receive his first salute from Sergeant First Class Trevino. Cadet Del Moro, post. Captain Sergio Franco will administer the oath of office. Please remain silent. At this time, would Second Lieutenant Del Moro's parents, Steve and Dawn Del Moro, please step forward to affix the second lieutenant rank to the Army service uniform. Second Lieutenant Del Moro hails from Doylestown, Ohio, and is commissioning today in the U.S. Army Air Defense Artillery as an active duty officer. Second Lieutenant Del Moro's ROTC highlights include Battalion Commander, Distinguished Military Graduate, Ranger Challenge, Arctic Challenge Captain, Army 10-miler, Norwegian Rook, General George C. Marshall Award, Donald W. Hoffman Leadership Award, Followed Me Advanced Course Award, and Sergeant York Award. Second Lieutenant Del Moro will now receive her first salute from her grandfather, Master Sergeant Lawrence Mara. Cadet Johnson, post. Lieutenant Colonel Michael Bentley will administer the oath of office. Please remain silent. At this time, would Second Lieutenant Johnson's parents, Michael and Jane Johnson, please step forward to affix the second lieutenant rank to the Army service uniform. Second Lieutenant Johnson hails from Indianapolis, Indiana, and is commissioning today in the U.S. Army Infantry as an active duty officer. Second Lieutenant Johnson's ROTC highlights include Mercyhurst Company Commander, Battalion AS-3 stands, Ranger Challenge, Project Go, American Legion Award for Academic Excellence, and Reserve Officers Association Award and Iron Cadet Award. Second Lieutenant Johnson will now receive his first salute from Sergeant First Class Trevino. Cadet LaRue, post. Captain Sergio Franco will administer the oath of office. Please remain silent. At this time, would Second Lieutenant LaRue's parents, Pam and David LaRue, please step forward to affix the Second Lieutenant rank to the Army service uniform. Second Lieutenant LaRue hails from Steubenville, Ohio, and is commissioning today in the United States Army Military Police as an active duty officer. Second Lieutenant LaRue's ROTC highlights include Battalion S4, Mercyhurst Company Commander, Ranger Challenge, Color Guard, Drill Team, and 2021 Army Physical Fitness Test Silver Award. Second Lieutenant LaRue will now receive her first salute from Sergeant First Class Trevino. Cadet Titus, post. Captain Sergio Franco will administer the oath of office. Please remain silent. At this time, would Second Lieutenant Titus's parents, William and Barbara Titus, please step forward to affix the second lieutenant rank to the Army service uniform. Second Lieutenant Titus hails from Dayton, PA, and is commissioning today in the U.S. Army Reserve as a field artillery officer. Second Lieutenant Titus's ROTC highlights include Battalion S2 and Battalion S4. Second Lieutenant Titus will now receive his first salute from Sergeant Zachary Newell. Second Lieutenant Brand, Delmoro, and Johnson, please stand up for the presentation of the Distinguished Military Graduate Award. Ladies and gentlemen, during the ceremony, you heard the distinction of Distinguished Military Graduate. This annual award goes to those cadets who complete the ROTC Advanced course, graduate, and are in the top 20% of the Cadet Command National Order of Merit list. Lieutenants receive this award for displaying outstanding qualities of leadership, high moral character, noteworthy academic achievement, and exceptional aptitude for military service. Previous award winners include great officers such as General Colin Powell, former Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staffs, and Secretary of State. The Distinguished Military Graduate Award is the only ROTC award that will go into the officer's official military records. It is with great pleasure that we take a moment to honor these lieutenants for being ranked in the top 20% with over 3,000 lieutenants commissioning this year. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise and stand at attention as I read the promotion of orders for our newly commissioned second lieutenants. Attention to orders. The President of the United States of America has reposed a special trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelity, and abilities of Second Lieutenant Bemis, Brand, Delmoro, Johnson, LaRue, and Titus as they hereby appointed to the rank of Second Lieutenant in the United States Army as of 15 May 2021, signed by the Secretary of the Army, the Honorable John E. Whitley. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Sergeant First Class Trevino and Lieutenant Colonel Bentley will now present our newly commissioned second lieutenants with the senior commissioning gift from the Pride of PA cadre and staff and the oath of office certificate. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our new second lieutenants. While you have already seen him in action many times this evening, I would like to formally introduce the program's Professor of Military Science, Lieutenant Colonel Bentley. As the senior leader of the ROTC program, Lieutenant Colonel Bentley not only instructs but also provides the guidance, identity, leadership, and experience necessary for the cadre to deliver the world-class leadership education that the cadets deserve. I am now honored to introduce the 30th Professor of Military Science of the Pride of PA Army ROTC Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Michael Bentley.
President Nicastro, Dean McGill, Sergeant Major Deal, family and friends, thank you for attending today's ceremony. I'd also quickly like to thank the facilities and maintenance staff for the exceptional care you provide for our program year-round and for all the support today. To our families, thank you for making the trip today. I know you wouldn't miss it to see your new lieutenants. And most importantly, thank you for supporting them as they complete this journey and prepare to step off for the next. And finally, to our cadre, all I can say is that your passion supporting our cadets is extraordinary, and I'm exceptionally proud of the time and effort you spend working with them every day. And finally, to our new lieutenants, wow, what a year. You know, I know it was an election to begin with, but with the global pandemic, virtual learning, having to learn about social distancing, Zoom, and watching the very world we live in change in front of our eyes. The year 2020 will be one that many of us will not soon forget. And while this year was filled with its ups and downs, you and your peers have remained flexible, figuring out ways to continue to challenge and train our formation, even under suboptimal conditions. As a soldier, I have learned that it's through shared hardship that we rely on each other the most, and ultimately, where we forge the strongest bonds. Someday, while you sit with friends, family, or even your children and discuss your college experience, you'll realize the depth of your understanding. You'll remember the challenging times in ROTC, but most of all, you'll remember your ROTC comrades. And you'll reminisce about the shared experiences when you had to rely upon one another. These experiences include organizational days, jumping on inflatable boxing rings, sports days, fall field training exercises, Ruck the Bay Memorial March, rifle ranges, a scholarship board, combat water survival tests, staff rides, Arctic Challenge, Reefs Across America, Ranger Challenge, a joint field training exercises, the implementation of the ACFT, military ball, military dining in, color guard, awards ceremonies, community outreach events, fundraising and recruiting events, internships, airborne, air assault, CULP, Agile Leader, and CTLT. All of you have served in leadership positions during your tenure, from squad leader to cadet battalion commander. And during your final year, you ran the entire Pride of Pennsylvania Senior Army ROTC Cadet Corps. You accomplished this in addition to physical training, leadership labs, military science courses, and your normal academic rigor. Just doing the math, the time commitment of a cadet who started the program the first day of your freshman year is around 2,550 hours, or 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, nonstop, for a total of 106 days. This is time invested in you and your leadership skills. These experiences are all part of life's lessons that are designated or designed to prepare you to be your best. Lessons that you have prepared and have prepared you to be and lead exceptional soldiers, to lead NCOs, and to lead seasoned veterans that have volunteered to wear our uniform. I'm confident that through these lessons that you'll remember that it is you who sets the tone of your organization. It is you who inspires your soldiers to be their best. It is you who will set the conditions for success or for failure. It is you who will continue to challenge yourself to build upon these experiences, not for yourself, but rather for your soldiers. It is you who will stand up in the face of adversity, and you who inspires hope, even when the times are most challenging. In his retirement speech after 41 years of service, General Jacoby once stated, "We are one among the few nations on earth who are willing to dream of a better world and to fight for it when necessary, because we have the courage and the character to define ourselves by what we're willing to fight and die for." So as you go on from one day to the next, always endeavor to leave your organization even better than you found it. Remember to remain humble, be compassionate, selflessly lead your soldiers, and continue to dream of a better world, because you're ready to go out and make a difference. Mercyhurst Commissioning Class of 2021, I wish you the best of luck. I'm extraordinarily proud of you, and I'm fully confident that each of you will do great. And now, as we get ready to send our new lieutenants off for the next step, we thought it fitting to request a special guest come share what he has learned when he embarked on a similar journey to yours just a few years ago. Our guest today continues to serve our soldiers at Fort Indian Town Gap as the training officer, and as well as was a previous command sergeant's major of 1st the 112th Infantry in the Pennsylvania Army National Guard. Throughout his career, he served in every position from team leader, squad leader, and platoon sergeant to first sergeant. He has deployed multiple times and is a graduate of Class 44 of the United States Army Sergeants Majors Academy. He is a recipient of multiple awards, including the Bronze Star Medal and the Expert Infantryman's Badge. Taking time out of his busy schedule today with his lovely wife to share his personal experience about what soldiers expect from a leader, his experience in the military, and to honor our new lieutenants, please join me in a warm welcome to Command Sergeant's Major Charles P. Deal.
Good afternoon. My name's Command Sergeant Major Charlie Deal. I was former Command Sergeant Major of 1st 112th Infantry, just right down the road in Cambridge Springs. I'm currently the training site CSM at Fort Indian Town Gap. And one thing I want to do is I want to thank President Nicastro, Colonel Bentley, distinguished guests, family, and especially you six sitting up here for the honor to come talk to you, okay? So, let me tell you about a little bit about, so I'm not meaning to disrespect all our guests and everything out here. This is a conversation I want to have with them. And they're going to need it, because as a lieutenant, you're getting ready to step off on one of the best adventures of your life, okay? And when you're going to get to your unit, you're going to be expected to know everything. And inside, you're going to realize, I really don't know what I need to know, okay? So, it's fine. Everyone does that. Who are you going to rely on when those times get tough? Okay, it's going to be, hopefully it's going to be your NCOs. Opening line of the NCO creed is, no one is more professional than I. Not all NCOs are like that. All right, and further down we say, officers in my unit will not have to do my tasks, they will have time to do their own. It's not always like that. Okay, but I will tell you this, trust your NCOs. Everyone wants to succeed. It never has to be 100% your plan. It just has to be the best plan. Okay, I've worked with some of the greatest lieutenants. Captain, soon to be Major Marty Wallenhurst graduated from this program, I don't know, probably 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. I'm not sure exactly when he graduated. Probably the finest officer I've ever served with. That was his first sergeant. He was my commander. And I can give you examples of excellent leaders. And they were excellent because they learned, all right? They didn't have to know it. Doesn't have to put that ego off to the side. You own it. You will own your decisions. When I look at this, I look at your program, the Pride of PA Battalion, you know, when I look at your little brief bio in here, I see infantry, I see artillery, I see ADA, I see MP, I see MI. In this world we're living in right now, you're going to be busy. Your next year could look a lot different. You know, 1 year from now could look a lot different than this year looks now. So take the time to enjoy this. But with everything that's going on in the world, you know, on September 10th, 2001, I was an M-Day Guardsman. You know, my wife and I were like, you know, hey, next weekend I got drill, or I got 2 weeks in the summer. In a blink of an eye, it can change. And when that blink happened, and it did change, there were leaders that weren't ready. There were leaders that when it mattered the most, they weren't up to the task. Some of it you're going to learn on the fly. Always lead from the front, especially in combat. And I'll tell you what, when you're leading that patrol, if you're in the very front, no one can see how scared you are. You know, they just say, oh, I'm going to follow Sergeant Deal or Lieutenant, or, you know, it's just smart. Because, you know, it can be scary. Always place yourself in the point of contention. Be there when it matters. Because your troops will respect you. And you're going to meet some troops, oh boy, in the next year, when you get to your units, you're going to meet some E3, barely graduated high school, but can do his job rather well. You know, that young troop might be your RTO, or your driver, or just a soldier in your unit. You know, train them to do their jobs. You know, the Army is the greatest organization in the history of mankind. Nowhere does it matter if you're a female, if you're whatever religion, whatever, it doesn't matter. Competency matters. And I will stress that. Competency without cockiness will take you 90%. All right? So, always remember that you are a part. Just because you're leaving school does not mean you're leaving a learning organization. You will learn. I learned today. I was not aware that mothers are 10 times better at attaching shoulder boards than fathers are. Never knew it. All right, but I found that out. I'm always learning. I got 30 years in the Army. I'm always learning something. When you link up with your platoon sergeant, or that senior E6 or squad leader, or whatever it is, when you get to your unit, open up that dialogue. That will save you. Don't butt heads. Because if it's us versus them, or me versus you, Sergeant, probably going to lose, all right? Or at least the unit fails when you do that. Find a mentor. Like, I'm a sergeant major of an infantry battalion. I see lieutenants out the wazoo, platoon leaders, XOs, staff. I won't even bring up staff to you. I don't want to ruin your ideals on your first day of commissioning. It's coming, though, all right? You're going to be on the staff here, you know, so enjoy your PL time, because it's a long time till you get your company command after that. So enjoy it. It's wasted on lieutenants, I'm not going to lie. I was a platoon leader in Iraq, best job ever. And we give it to you guys that don't or haven't even been in long enough to appreciate it. So get that mentor. Talk to your platoon sergeant. Talk to your sergeant major. You know, especially as I hit the twilight of my career, you know, I'm done with almost done with the yelling. I still got it in me sometimes. You know, it comes out once in a while. I'll tell you a quick story. I was on the phone with my wife. We're getting ready to go to NTC a couple years ago. And noise light discipline, you know, it's common practice. It's nothing new. Every private knows it. And the worst people with it are officers. So we're at night. My battalion commander and I have our little hooch area set up. We're out in the field. And I go off on white light. And my wife is like, who is that? You know, because I take the phone. I'm sneaking the phone. I'm not really supposed to be on the phone, but I'm the sergeant major. Who's going to say something? So I get the phone out. I'm yelling, like, turn off the light. And there might have been a few choice words in there. And light goes off. I go back on the phone. My wife's like, who is that? And I'm like, oh, I was a chaplain. So, sorry, Father. It's just enjoy it. You know, enjoy your time. You are going to love. I've done so much cool stuff in the military. I've traveled. Most of the times they'll send you somewhere to travel. It's not a great place, but you'll get, you know, when you look back, you're like, that was pretty cool. Like Korea. People sitting here, you'll go to Korea. And it's like, at the time I was like, oh, this is horrible. But looking back, I'm like, it was awesome. It was an awesome place to be 18. Germany, Scotland, Ireland, Denmark, Iraq, more than I ever wanted to, Kuwait, Korea, Australia, Thailand. I mean, I can't afford to travel those places, so you will. Enjoy every opportunity you get. Reach out to your contacts. Colonel Bentley will not let you fail. I mean, you pretty much got your steps in for the day. You know, walking up and down the stage, giving you your oath. Got Corporal Tunnel from saluting. These are contacts you can work on in the future. There's only one Sergeant Major, Charlie Deal, in the Army. Reach out. You don't have to know all the answers. You just got to know where to find them. Really, I'm so proud of you. You know, you took an oath today. Hopefully that's the first of many oaths you take. Hopefully you're taking your oath for first lieutenant soon. Captain, major, you're the future. And with everything that's going on, you know, be that flexible, adaptable leader. Because just because the wars are winding down doesn't mean wars don't start up. We went a long time between Vietnam and the Gulf, and then another long time between the Gulf and Iraq and Afghanistan. But you always have to be ready for it. You deserve it, and your soldiers surely deserve it. So, who's my infantry officer here? All right, sir, you're going to have a horrible time. All right? Good thing you're young and in shape. Where's my ADA? You're going to have a horrible time. Do you know why? Because for 20 years, the Army decided, hey, we don't need ADA no more. So they're building it back up, and you're going to be part of that solution. My artillery guys, who's my guard guy? I see you over there. I'll be looking for you, you know. Fine, do you have a unit yet? 108th, I won't hold that against you. You know, you're artillery, but, you know, 107th might be a little better, but you're good. Okay, and where's my MI guy? You know, are we hearing anything about threats on the news lately? You know, cyber threat? Right. It's insane. It is insane. It's an insane world we live in. Always be ready. I understand it's between me and when I'm done, you guys, we're wrapping this up and going home, correct? I only got 2 more hours and 1 intermission. And I swear I will do as fast as I can. No, I'm just kidding. I'm proud of you. Normally when I come to do a speech, I write this speech. My wife gets, you know, she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm doing my speech. And I have my office at the house, and I write this amazing speech. I puts the Gettysburg Address to shame. I get up here, I lay it down, and I'm like, wow, I didn't bring my glasses. So, you know, I'm talking, I'm trying to do one of these. When I was preparing for this over the last week, I have a daughter. It's 25. She's your age. I have a son that's 20, going to be 21. They're your age. And I wanted to talk to you not as a formal, you know, Army lecture. I want to talk to you as the young leaders that you are, like I would talk to my kids. You have a sergeant major somewhere else that will yell at you. It's not this guy. And that's why I'm directing everything at you. Congratulations on what you've accomplished, but the hard work is just getting ready to start. And I will say this, there's some advice, especially for my infantry officer. Get everything, all those schools, there's you know, get them done now, because as you get older, it gets hard. And it gets hard just like doing PT and getting out of bed. So make sure you get your Ranger and Airborne, all that stuff. Do that now, because you're not going to want to do it when you hit 30, all right? With that in mind, once again, congratulations. I'm so very proud of you. You are the future. You are exactly why your classmates were recovering from a wild Saturday night or a Friday night or whatever, or a football game. You guys are doing PT, studying, preparing yourselves. Not many people do what we do. Congratulations. I'm looking forward to serving with you. I'm looking for you to be a part of the team. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yes, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Command Sergeant Major Deal, for those excellent remarks. On behalf of the Pride of PA ROTC Battalion, the program would like to present you with this token of appreciation for your words of wisdom and encouragement.
Thank you.
At this time, Father Pisker will now lead us with the benediction.
Let us pray. Almighty and eternal God, those who take refuge in you will be glad and forever will shout for joy. As these ROTC officers have received their commissions, we ask your special blessing upon them. Protect these soldiers as they discharge their duties. Protect them with the shield of your strength and keep them safe from all evil and harm. May the power of your love enable them to return home in safety, that with all who love them, they may ever praise you for your loving care. O Prince of Peace, we humbly ask your protection for all our men and women in military service. Give them unflinching courage to defend with honor, dignity, and devotion the rights of all who are imperiled by injustice and evil. Be their rock, their shield, and their stronghold, and let them draw their strength from you. O God, by whose mercy the faithful departed find rest, look kindly on your departed veterans who gave their lives in the service of their country. Grant that through the passion, death, and resurrection of your Son, they may share in the joy of your heavenly kingdom and rejoice in you with your saints forever. We ask all of these things through Christ our Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the playing of the Army song. We encourage you to sing along. The words are printed on the back of your program.
March along, sing a song with the army of the free. Count the brave, count the true, who have fought to victory. We're the army and proud of our name. We're the army and proudly proclaim. First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the army goes rolling along. And it's high, high, hey, the army's on its way. Count off and cages loud and strong. For wherever we go, you will always know that the army goes rolling along.
This concludes the Pride of PA Senior Army ROTC commissioning ceremony. On behalf of Lieutenant Colonel Bentley, we would like to thank you for your untiring support to our lieutenants as they close one chapter and embark upon a new exciting journey. We are extremely proud of them, and they will always be a part of our pride, the Pride of Pennsylvania Senior Army ROTC program. At this time, family members, please feel free to return for pictures, one family at a time, and thank you all for attending. All set. Excited for the summer, Sergeant? Yeah. Oh, there you go. Thank you, sir. Did I really?
Let me put it in that. I have that box. Okay. Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Wasn't too bad, was it? No, that was good. I mean, I think that's what they needed. It's better, you know. You know, I don't want to do that. Rah-rah speak, you know, that fake bullshit. All the motivation. I just like to swear. My wife always tells me. Appreciate you, sir.
Sir.
I do appreciate it. Thank you for, you didn't have to do all this either. All right, put that phone in my pocket so I don't drop it.